What is good, everyone? This is episode 4 of Road to Payout, and today is Friday, last day of the week. I'm going to be trading later, but first off, let me show you guys. 9-pack. Oh, actually, there's only 5 in here, but I'm going to slap these in the fridge. I'm going to have one later and one before the gym. But basically, right now, y'all, I feel like one of those like TikTokers, like, you know, the TikTok girls who they do this like day one of going all in on day trading. Well, that's actually my thing, but yeah. So I just got back from school. The plan is right now, eat, do some cardio, and it is a lovely motherfucking day. As you can see out in England, it is a lovely day, and you know, I'm back from school early. It is fucking 11 o'clock. So basically, I'm gonna eat right now, chill. To recap the previous day of trading, I'm gonna just come in here, bro. I'm gonna just come in here and fucking chill my ass down, bro. To recap yesterday's trading, or not yesterday, yesterday was a bank holiday, so no video, no trade, but I'm not gonna lie, for anyone who was on the market yesterday, the bank holiday was kind of a cold day to trade. I can't even lie. There was some cold shorts in New York AM, but it's a bank holiday. You know, that's really... You don't want to be trading a bank holiday. Fuck you guys if you traded a bank holiday. I'm just jealous because I didn't trade it. If you took a win, fair enough. But the problem is, with trading a bank holiday, is that, like, if you win, it's going to feel good. Sure, like, it's going to feel good you've taken a winner. But it's like, at the same time, there's got to be a bit of guilt. Like, you know you shouldn't be trading that. But if you take a loss, bro, if you take a loss on a bank holiday, the amount of shame I would feel for taking a loss would be unbearable. Because it's like, I know I shouldn't be doing that. And it's the same for anything. Like, if you know you shouldn't be doing it and you do it and you take a loss, it's like unbearable pain for anyone who's actually a day trader and actually cares about what they're doing. But yeah, there's nothing good that can come from trading a bank holiday, you know. But the day before that, to recap that, because I never really did a recap on Wednesday's trade, very, very, I never say unlucky, but I will say unfortunate break even I took. I just wasn't using my brain. There were many ways I could have won that trade. The longs on Wednesday were absolutely cold. So obviously I mitigated risk, but, you know, break even. I had this talk on Wednesday when I was sat on a rock. You know, break-evens are good, but I still need to learn when the proper time is to go break-even, but the only positive I can really get from it is it's better than a loss. It's better than a loss. And I'm still $400 up on the week. So, you know, we'll see how it goes today, but worst-case scenario this week, I end up break-even. So that's kind of the mindset I'm going into it with. I am going to get some food, and yeah. Alright, so here I am, about to make breakfast. Well, actually, it's not even breakfast, it's meal 2, but I'm just going to kind of be talking about some trading stuff as I cook, because I didn't get any content for you guys this morning, because I've been doing my cardio late at night, but by the time it's late at night, the video is already out, so, you know, I'm just going to be recording kind of some thoughts for today. So, obviously, it's a Friday, well, maybe not obviously. I'm assuming most people are watching this, and it's near enough to Friday, so... Like I always say, you guys already know how the market's moved, you guys know what's already happened, but... To be honest, if I get a win today... I mean, the thing is, because... It really shouldn't be like this, but I'm going to speak my mind on what it's like genuinely going through it, and that will actually help me, like, sort out what's going on, because... I do feel like that break-even from yesterday is still affecting me to this day. And me vocalizing that should hopefully benefit me in not doing anything stupid today to try and, like, get back at that break-even. Because the worst thing I could do right now is just start, like, taking some dumb fucking trade. Because I said to myself yesterday, yeah, the only way I'm going to be happy by the end of this week is if I take a win today. But it's like, why is that? Why am I only going to be happy if I take a win today? Well, it's probably because I took a break-even that I shouldn't have taken on Wednesday. But it's like, that really shouldn't be affecting me going in today, but I know it is. I know it is, and I need to take notice of that feeling and neutralize it before I take action on the feeling, you know? And I know for a lot of people, that kind of taking action on a negative emotion, that will happen immediately. But for me, taking action on some like negative emotion, like taking a shitty break even, the revenge trading never happens the same day because one, I've never really been a big revenge trader, but now, especially, I just put my Top Step account on lock, and if you guys didn't see the interview I did with Matthew, that is one of the things he said as someone who's made 5 figures in a month from trading. He said putting his account on lock was one of the biggest things he did for his trading, because sure, it's not fixing the issue, but it's not fixing the root of the issue, but it's fine, because you physically can't overtrade immediately, so that's why I will never... My emotions from a previous trade will never hit me instantly, because I just lock the damn account. Like, it's really not that hard to just fucking put my account on lock. And then there's physically nothing I can do the rest of the day to unlock that shit. But it will I know what it does. It catches up to me the next day. It will catch up to me the next day. One bad day, I know, it just spirals. And the problem is, with me wanting to take a win today, really bad, is Fridays aren't even probabilistic days or high probability days for taking winners either. Fridays, I don't really get many good Fridays, you know? Most of my Fridays, you know, I get a lot of break-evens on Fridays, because I never want to go into the weekend in a shit mindset and carry that on to Monday, so I'm always careful on Fridays. So it's like, bro, it's not even a good day for trading anyway, is Fridays typically. So I need to stop getting out of my head that, yeah, I'm going to take a winner, because statistically, as Fridays go, I do not really take winners on Fridays, unfortunately. So that's just kind of my thoughts going into the day. It's kind of good I was able to speak that out, just so I can hopefully take action, or not take action on the things I'm thinking of doing. Not that I'm thinking of just full porting a trade, but hopefully, like, I don't just start taking shitty setups just to make back that fucking break even from Wednesday. So, I'm gonna finish this up, and then I am gonna hop on some cardio. Alright, so it is a few minutes until New York market open. I've already had my white monster, first one of the day, and I'm saying it like that because there will be a second one coming up. I'm looking for longs right now. Well, hang on, market's not open, but basically we're fucking super duper duper bullish. Yeah, so preferably I can just long into these highs off open. That would be nice. You know, these highs are pretty solid draws. I'd be very surprised if we don't end up hitting them. So, yeah, I guess the plan is, you know, we had the retrace into this 15-minute gap here. We've had the retrace into the 5-minute gap here. You know, we're displacing here. You know, if I can take an entry like this to the highs, that would be pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty nice. So that's the plan. Hopefully it goes well. And yeah. I'm just watching my own TikToks. You guys don't follow the TikToks. No! These highs are gonna get taken! No, bro, not pre-market, bro. No! Why? Why? No! No! Who just took them highs, bro? They were so clean, bro. Bro, no, bro. Alright, so I just ended up taking a short. The 5-minute candle has not closed on an inversion, but I'm pretty confident the 5-minute is, at this point, going to inverse this gap. I have confidence that it will inverse the gap. So, that's why that's like that. That's why that's like that. Stops are on here. We have the 1-minute SMT, fucking 5-minute inversion. And this gap here has already been rebalanced, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm really not worried about having to fucking go break even. I'm fine. I'm fine on that shit. But I mean, fuck. Basically, I'm thinking. I don't know why I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to mess around with that and like cancel an order or anything. But entry was just off this big ass 1-minute candle, and at that point I kind of knew. Well, I didn't know. Well, yeah, I did know the 5-minute was gonna inverse at that point, which was what I was looking for, the 5-minute inversion, because we had the SMT. So I'm not looking for like a fair value gap retrace because we already have the SMT there, which I like. I like you a lot. And yeah, I mean, it's going well so far. So far, so good. So goody. I'm not going to do anything stupid, like management-wise of the trade. Right, I'm going to drag my shit down here, because TS is starting to PMO. Okay. And then I'm going to drag this up here. Up here. So, got everything in place. We'll set this to properly 400. Okay. We're halfway to TP. So, that's nice, I guess? I guess you could say that's nice, bro. But, I don't know, bro. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna go, I'm not gonna go break even because... Why am I not gonna go break even, bro? Because... There's nothing, what am I actually break evening? Like, if we go on the 5-minute, we've got this gap, sure, but that gap has already been fucking rebalanced. If we go on the 15-minute, it's like... We've got this gap down here, which once we hit this low, I will be going break even, because if we hit this low and don't get the full 400, then yeah, I'm not going to be a retard and carry it to the full 4. Okay, that will be annoying that I'll miss out, just because of that. But I want the full 400. I'm not going to fucking half-ass it. I want the full 400 take profit, so, Oh, wow, what is this? Ugh. Ew. What the fuck? Okay. Ooh, that's not nice. Ooh, look at that. Wait, can we record the TP getting hit? Oh shit, don't close it, no. Can we record TP getting hit? Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work, yo? Yo, is this gonna work? Nah, it's not gonna work. Anyway, I'll let you guys know how the rest of the trade plays out. If it wins, if it loses, if it break evens. Yeah. Wait, low-key, this might be aura. This might be aura. POV, you're 17 and you take a trade and you make $400 and don't go to school. It's not working. Why does it always work when I see other people do it? Why does it always work when I see other people do it? It's not working for me, bro. It's not working, bro. Fuck. Work. No, okay, this is not working. Why does recording trades hit TP work so well for everyone else but me? Come on! What the hell? Oh, hang on. Don't fuck with me. There we go, let's just pretend we hit full take profit. Woo! Woo! Oh, we actually did. Woo! Okay, so I just wanted to do a recap of how the day actually went and why, but why did I take it? Because I know I don't really explain after, and because it's a Friday, I'm not really going to recap this on Monday. So 380 profit, you know, just short of 400, but that's fine. My average profit's still like 400 average profit on my full take profits. So why did I take this trade? Why did I take the trade I took? Well, I wanted to take longs to these highs initially, but these highs ended up getting achieved. If we go on the 1 minute, these highs ended up getting achieved pre-market. As you can see, 927 or 928, we already took out those highs. And that is the exact thing I wanted at 9:30, but we got it 3 minutes before 9:30, which was unfortunate to say the least. But as soon as that happened, I was bearish. Now, does that mean I'm going to just fucking short the first instance I get? No. Because if you go to a day like Monday, this exact same thing happened where we took the high and it's like, well, now we're going to go down. But on Monday, we just kept taking more highs. We took another high like here, and then we were just fucking ripping up, taking more highs and more highs and more highs. But in every case, I want to look for shorts after this happens. If it keeps on ripping up, that's just unfortunate. There's going to be no trade for me, no entry. But in a case like this, we did end up, you know, reacting like I wanted. So for those of you who don't know what an SMT is, this is kind of the basics of an SMT. I'm not really going to go in depth. Is you can see these are the same highs I've marked out here. This high right here has been swept, sweep liquidity. But ES, you can see this is the same high. It didn't sweep it. So this is a nice confluence that we're bearish, right? If we go on the 1 hour, the 1 hour is kind of the same deal. We did have this gap, which, you know, I don't really want to trade any further than that gap, for sure. But I don't even think I held the trade into when that gap was formed. I think I was out the trade by... I think I was out the trade by 59 on the clock. So the gap hadn't even formed yet. But if it had, I wouldn't really want to hold into that gap. Obviously, we shit the bed through it anyway. But if you go on the 5 minute, and this is why, this is just such a beautiful trade, man. I'm so happy with this trade. At first, I was like, oh, we're going to get SMTs on these highs. We didn't end up getting SMTs on these highs, right? But what did we get? Or what do we have here, right? Because we're looking at a 4 hour up or 4 hour. We're looking at a 4 hour SMT. I'm not going to go on the 1 minute, right? I am not going to go on the 1 minute and start fucking taking shorts. You know, I'm not going to look at the 1 minute. I don't give a fuck about the 1 minute. What am I going to do? I'm going to look at the 5 minute. Now, what do I want after we take this high? I want either an inversion of a fair value gap, or I want to break a structure. Now, here's the issue. NQ, there's no 5 minute fair value gaps. Apart from down here. Down here. But this is a decent amount away, you know? You know, the nearest break of structure would be this low here, which obviously you could have waited for that. Sure, you could have waited for that. Fine, whatever. But on ES, we had this gap. And it just got shit on, right? The gap got shit on. Going on the 1 minute, and this was like a really big factor to why this trade was so good. On the 1 minute, you guys see how I talk about the 4 hour SMT, but SMTs can also be applied to the 1 minute chart. You can see this right here. These are the same highs, right? You can see NQ doesn't sweep the highs. ES does. SMT. What do we do? Really nice 1 minute candle, shits the bed. But like I said, this 1 minute candle just ended up going into this 5 minute gap. So it's like, I'm not going to short off that. I'm not going to short into a 5 minute gap. We get another candle here. And at this point, I'm like, okay, there's 1 more minute until candle closure. The odds, and I'm always entering on NQ, by the way. But after this candle here, I was like, there's a minute till candle closure. The odds that we don't get the inversion now are pretty fucking low. So I entered a minute before the candle closed just because I was pretty damn certain it was going to be okay. My stops were about here, and my take profit was at the 1-to-1. It was just below this. Was it that low, or was it just below this low? It was just below this low. Just below this low, which is the 15-minute gap. You can see I am not shorting into the 50-minute gap. You know, I was targeting just below this low. You know, just into the 50-minute gap. As you can see, we just shit the bed anyway. We didn't even react up. But that's the usual case. So that's what I took today. I'm really happy with this trade. This was literally a perfect trade. Like, this trade was perfect. There was nothing wrong with this trade, in my opinion. A little 1-to-1. I like it. I like it a damn lot. Smooth to take. How long did it take to play out? It took 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, 7 minute, 8 minute, 9 minute, 10 minute, 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes to play out. That's the type of shit I like. Anyway, I'm gonna, edit this video up, go to the gym. It's been an alright week. And yeah, in a bit.